For more on this question, the Comcast one that is, we bring in Brad Adgate from Horizon Media. Brad has more than 3 decades of experience in media research. So let's try to do this in reverse. Let's talk, for starters, Brad, about how well Donald Trump's recent spate of media interest, let's call it, has been for The Apprentice.
Oh, it's been fabulous for The Apprentice. Not only are ratings up 12% last week, it does very strong with adults 18 to 49. You know, the median age is under 50, which is very good for advertisers and getting revenue. And it's in a tough time period. 10 o'clock, you know, the networks have had some difficulty getting hit shows. You know, a lot of people time shift at that hour watching 8, 9 o'clock shows. So, you know, the fact that they've got a hit show at 10 o'clock is very good for NBC.
All right, speaking of very good for NBC, I have to ask you a cynical question, Brad. Do you think this whole thing about the presidential run is nothing more than a publicity stunt for The Apprentice and the birth certificate thing, for that matter?
Well, I mean, you could look at it that way. I think we really won't know till after May 22nd when he announces his intentions. You know, he's already made up his mind. Whether it's a publicity stunt or not, it's still done very good. You know, he can be a very savvy businessman. He can, you know, he's...
You're
one thing
making
he's been
the argument, Brad, for him as a celebrity, right?
Yes.
Not as a presidential
he's a very, he's very dynamic in front of the cameras. You know, he's gone to New Hampshire. He's gotten loads of crowds, you know, visiting him. He's going to Iowa. He's going to Nevada. So it's you know.
But wouldn't Lindsay Lohan?
Well,
make a run for the presidency?
Well, I don't know about that.
How about this, though? What if Donald Trump does decide to run for the White House? What does that mean for The Apprentice? What does it mean for NBC? Can anybody step into those shoes, whether it's Lindsay Lohan or somebody else?
They've tried Martha Stewart, and that didn't work out. It won't be Rosie O'Donnell or Robert De Niro. I think what they'd have to do is take the show off the air, you know, put it on hiatus. I don't think it'll hurt it too much because he'll be in the limelight, you know, the spotlight. When you're running for president, he gets a lot of media coverage, press coverage. So, you know, the show, you know, say a scenario where he runs for president, gets the nomination, and loses, he wouldn't go on till January 2013. So, you know, there could be a long lag time, but, you know, the show would have to go on hiatus. And, you know, you've seen Fox News doing that with Newt Gingrich and Rick Santorum. You know, NBC did with Law and Order when...
but Newt Gingrich and Rick Santorum aren't Donald Trump, and it's not The Apprentice.
But they did take
how much of an issue should this be for the Comcast shareholders?
Well, I think that, you know, they're coming out May 16th with their fall lineup. You know, I'm sure that this show will be on the fall lineup, but like everything else, television and politics are very fluid. You know, people can decide to run, decide not to run. Same thing with the network. They could put a show on the air, pull the show on the air, put it on hiatus. They could change hosts, although I don't think it'll do as well because they've tried that, and Donald Trump is the star of that show. So I think that him going on hiatus would probably hurt the show ratings-wise in all likelihood because he's such a focal point of that show.
All right. Pays to be a celebrity. Pays
Indeed,
to have a show.
Brad, always good to have you here in the Inside Track.